Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Tier 1 Cards and Games in Anchorage, Alaska, where I will be fighting a 200-point kill team game between my Dark Angels and Wesley's Emperor's Children. I keep getting that wrong. Emperor's Children. So, the story that we've got going on here is that this Imperial planet was being invaded by, there was a chaotic cult that had started to rebel on the planet, and Chaos Space Marines arrived to help support them to overthrow the Imperial government here on the planet. So, the Dark Angels were sent in to go clear them off. Intelligence was saying that they were garnering some kind of special power that was emanating from this altar that was here in this town here, and the Dark Angels were sent to go capture the shrine and hold it before the rest of the force can come forth and it can be destroyed properly under proper supervision of chaplains. So, but then, of course, the Chaos Space Marines decided they didn't want them to do that, so they sent in a force to try to clear them off before they could get reinforcements there themselves. So that's the story that we got going on here. We're going to be doing Take the High Ground mission for Kill Team here. So everyone's just got to try to be on top of there. So that is the mission that we're going to be playing here. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the two armies and specialists that will be fighting it out today. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running a 10-man assault squad with jump packs. I have a sergeant with a power sword and melt-a-bombs and 2 flamers. And for the Emperor's Children, he'll be running a 6-man noise marine squad with 3 sonic guns. And the sergeant has a power sword and a doom siren, and they have a rhino as a dedicated transport. So for the Dark Angels, my specialist from left to right, I have my leader, who has D3 plus 2 non-vehicle models can outflank. I then have my combat specialist, who has killer instinct, wounding on 2s in close combat. I then have my dirty fighting specialist, who has murderous blows, rerolling wounds in combat. And then I have my indomitable specialist with feel no pain. And for the Emperor's Children from left to right, his leader has Iron Resolve, so he has his command ranges increased to 12 inches. Then we have his weapon specialist, who has Eagle Eye, so he increases his range by half. We then have his dirty fighting specialist, who has exploit weakness, and then on the last guy over there, he has relentless. All right, so that was those are the two armies that are going to be fighting today. Going over deployment, I've got all of my guys arrayed up here, ready to jump up and take the shrine. He's got everyone inside of there except for the one guy with the eagle eye, so he's got the range and a half back there. So that is the movement. That is movement. That is deployment. So as of right now, Dark Angels will be going first, unless the Emperor's Children can seize the initiative on a 6. No, they do not seize the initiative, so we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. Alright, movement phase for the Dark Angels. They all jumped up on here. Everyone either passed their dangerous terrain test or passed the armor save after they failed the dangerous terrain test, and they're all good. So this is that's it for movement phase. There's not going to be a shooting phase. No one's really in range, so we will come back to you after movement phase for the Emperor's Children here on turn 1. Alright, movement phase for the Chaos Space Marines here. He jumped up there, passed the dangerous terrain test. He's still back there. So we're going to move on to the shooting phase. He's going to have the guy that's relentless pop up there with his sonic blaster and shoot into the guy right in the front. So hitting on 3s, all hits. Strength what? Strength 4. So wounding on 4s. We got 1 wound, 1 3-up armor save. He's good. Woo! And now one of them is going to snap fire into him, so hitting on 6s. Nope, no 6s. And then the combi from up on here is going to fire, looking for 6s. Nope, no 6s there either. So, is he within range? He's got a 36-inch range, so he'll have range. We'll come back to you at that one. All right, so he is going to fire into my leader over here because he's got range over there, 36 inches. So hitting on 3s. We got 2 hits, wounding on 4s, no wounds. All right, so that is it for the shooting phase. He's going to have no one charged, so we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. All right, movement phase. These guys all shot up around here. He shot up over that way. So that is it for movement phase. We will come back to you with a shooting phase. All right, start throwing here. He's going to throw a grenade into him, hitting on the 3. That's a hit. Glancing on a 5. That is not a glance. So the next guy in front there. That's a hit. That is not a glance. My leader. That's a hit. That is not a glance. The next guy on the right there. That's a hit. That is not a glance. The guy back over here. That's a hit. That is not a glance. Guy up on top here. It's a hit. That is not a glance. Guy back over here. It's a hit. That is not a glance. This guy back here. Hits. Hey, there's a pen. He's got a 5-up cover save because my guys are in the way. No, he doesn't make it. So the pen result is a 4. So he's going to be snap firing and cannot move. And then the guy over here doesn't even hit. So that is it for the shooting phase. We will come back to you with the assault phase. All right, assault phase. We're going to start with him assaulting in here. So Overwatch, he's going to have 2 sonic guns hitting on 6s. We got 2 hits, wounding on 4s. We got 2 wounds, 2 3-up armor saves. Oh, and he's double dead. So that is first blood. Bwomp, bwomp. All right, now my leader's going to try to charge in with 6 inches. He will be in. Next guy up front there is in. This guy over here is in. Next guy is in. This guy is in. And then this guy, why not? Yeah, he's going to be in too. So we'll move them all in and we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so over here I'm going to have 5 crack grenades from my guys hitting on 3s. Alrighty, we've got 2 hits. Looking for 4s to glance. We got 2 pens, so it will be a wreck. The results for the pens, it doesn't make a difference because they can't explode from that. So they will disembark, and then that will be the end of my turn. So we'll come back to you after a movement phase for the Chaos Space Marines on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Emperor's Children. These guys shuffled around here. His leader's up on top of that rock. He just kind of toppled over there a bit, wobbly model. And then he stood still. So that is it for the movement phase here for the Emperor's Children. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, starting out the shooting phase, his dude bro there is going to fire onto them with his Doom Siren, which is a flame template, strength 5, AP 3. So it can hit all of these guys over here. So we're going to go with the front guy up there, wounding on a 3. That's a wound, so he is dead. On to my leader. Not a wound. All right, on to the next guy over here. Is dead. On to the guy over there. Is dead. And then the guy over here is not dead. So, yeah, that was super brutal. We will remove them and keep moving on. All right, the guy back there is going to fire into him. He moves, so salvo 2. So he's going to hit on, sorry, he's got the bolt gun that he's shooting into them. So we got 2, he's within rapid fire range there. Yeah, he's within 12. So 2 shots, hitting on 3s. Got 1 hit, wounding on a 4. No wound there. All right, the second guy there is going to fire into him with the bolt gun. So 1 shot here, hitting on a 3. That's a hit, wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 3-up armor save. He's good. Woo! Now he's going to fire into him. 3 shots, hitting on 3s. We got 1 hit, wounding on a 4. That is not a wound. Now the guy up here is going to shoot with the sonic gun. 2 shots. Whoop, that one's cocked. Yeah, just roll another. You can run over there. All right, so that's 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. We've got no wounds. And now the relentless one's going to fire. Hitting on 3s. That's 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. That is 2 wounds. 2 3-up armor saves. He's good. Woo! All right, so that is it for the shooting phase, and they cannot charge because they got out of the Rhino there. So we will come back to you after a movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels. These guys all shuffled around here, moving where they are. He moved up there, and that is it for the movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so starting out here, he can hit all of them with his flamer. So we're gonna start. We're gonna go. He was shooting in there with the leader, so he's got 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go around like a little loop there. So onto the leader. Toughness 4, right, for these guys. So wounding on a 4. Nope. On the next guy. Nope. On the next guy. That's a wound. 3-up armor save. He's good. On the next guy. Nope. And the next guy. Yep. 3-up armor save. Oh, and he goes down. Oh, that guy's got a feel no pain?
6-up.
Oh, they all have 6-up feel no pain. No, so he does go down. Whew, okay. My leader is going to shoot into his leader, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 4. That is a wound. 3-up armor save. No! 6-up feel no pain. No! So he goes down. This guy here is going to fire into the guy over there, hitting on a 3. It's a hit. Wounding on a 4. No. This guy is going to shoot in the guy in the front there, hitting on a 3. Wounding on a 4. No. This guy is going to fire into that guy, hitting on a 3. Wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 3-up armor save. Yeah, he's good. And then this guy is going to shoot into him, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 3-up armor save. He's good. So that is it for shooting phase. So we'll come back to you with the assault phase. All right, starting off the assault phase, he's going to charge into him. So Overwatch here, we got 3 shots coming in, hitting on 6s. We got no hits. So I've got a 5-inch charge there. He's going to be using his jump pack. So looking for a 5-inch charge, and I am in. So we will come back to you with the next charge. This guy's going to charge into this guy. Looking for 6s. Well, he's got the bolter, doesn't he? Doesn't that guy there?
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So yeah. Reroll it. Yeah. Oh, no, yeah. Those all miss. Okay, so those all miss. So no there. So the charge distance, 4 inches. I'm going to re-roll. Oh no, he jumped down there, so he cannot re-roll that. I think he might be in though. We're going to figure that out. I forgot he was actually up here, so -2. He did not make it. So he is going to charge into this guy over here. Looking oh no, he's got 3. So 3 shots, hitting on 6s. Nope, nothing there. Charge distance is 8 inches, so he is in. The guy in the front there is going to charge into the back guy over there. You need a 5-inch charge. All right, so he is in. And now he is going to charge into that guy there. So Overwatch on 6s. 1-6, so wounding on a 4. No wound there. He needs a 6-inch charge. And he is in. So we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so we're going to start over here. We've got Hammer of Wrath on him. So wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 3-up armor save. He's good. So we'll come back to you with initiative step 4. All right, I lied. He's got initiative step 5, which is kind of crazy. So he is going to go first. So he's got his 1 attack here, hitting on a 4. Whoop. That is a hit. Wounding on a 4. That is not a wound. So I have 1 base plus 1 for extra close combat weapon plus 1 for the charge. Hitting on 4s. I got 2 hits. He is my wounding on 2s in close combat. So we've got 2 wounds, 2 3-up armor saves. 1 failed, 6-up feel no pain. I can't see it. What is it? Oh, he is dead. All right. And that was Break the Enemy. Woo! All right, so we're going to go to this one. Hammer of Wrath. That is not a wound, so we'll come back to you with initiative step 5. All right, so we've got the 1 attack here. Hitting on a 4. That's a hit. Wounding on a 4. That is not a wound. So I've got my 3 attacks at initiative step 4. On 4s, got 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Nothing. All right. And then over here, I've got 1 with a Hammer of Wrath. Hitting on a wounding on a 4. No, nothing there. So we'll come back to you with initiative step 5. All right, so here we go. Initiative step 5. Which one do you want to go into? The guy, this one here? Which one? Oh, he's going to go to the specialist over there. So, you can't use a crack grenade because he's an infantry model. So, yep, so he's got the 1 attack here, hitting on a 4. That is a hit. Wounding on a 4. That is a wound. 3-up armor save. No, and he goes down. Wait, and he, yeah, he goes down. And now I've got my guy that's going to be going back with the attack. He's got 3 attacks on the charge here, hitting on 4s. We've got 1 hit, wounding on a 4. That is a wound. 3-up armor save. He makes it. So I lost combat there, but I am stubborn. So looking for an 8. Nope, I failed. So let's see, initiative roll off. 5 to 5, so you catch me, so we are just locked in combat. So that is it for the Dark Angel's turn here. We will come back to you with the break test for the Emperor's Children here on turn 3. All right, I lied. They are fearless. So going over here, his movement phase, he just moved him up towards my leader there, and that is it. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so shooting phase, he is going to throw a crack grenade into my guy, hitting on a 3. No hit. So that is it for the shooting phase. We will come back to you with the assault phase. All right, so he is going to assault into me. I am going to fire Overwatch with Grim Resolve as a 5 or a 6. That is not a hit. So his charge distance is basically anything but. Yeah, he is in. So we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so we are going to go from the top down over here in the fight sub phase. So he is going to go first at initiative step 5. So he's got 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. Got 1 hit, wounding on a 4. Oh, with hatred. Sorry, they got hatred. That's 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Got 1 wound. 1. 3-up armor save. No, and he's dead. Ah, that is slay the leader. Bwah, bwah. And it is also break the enemy. Double bwah, 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 bwah. All right, so here we go over here. He's going to have his next guy going to go. He has 2 attacks here. Oh, no, 1 attack. Hitting on a 4. That is not a hit. So I've got my 2 attacks because I got an extra close combat weapon. Hitting on 4s. I got 1 hit. Wounding on a 4. Nope, nothing there. So then we're going to move on to this one over here. On a 4. Nope. On 4s. I got 1. And then wounding on a 4. No. So those will both be locked in combat. So that is it for the Emperor's Children turn here. We will come back to you with a break test for the Dark Angels on turn 5. All right, I lied. It's actually turn 4, so we're going to start with his break test. That one's cocked, but he is good. We're going to go with this guy over here. He is not good, but he's got And They Shall Know No Fear, so reroll to a good. Then the guy in combat in the left there is not good. Rerolling is, he's gone. And then the last guy over there is good. All right, so we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 4. All right, so movement phase, he jumped up here. He jumped up over here, both passing their dangerous terrain tests. Going into the shooting phase, he is going to shoot into him, hitting on a 3. That's a hit, wounded on a 4. That is not a wound. And he is going to shoot into the front guy over there, hitting on a 3. That's a hit, wounding on a 4. That is not a wound. So that is it for the shooting phase. We will come back to you with the assault phase. Starting out the assault phase, he's going to charge into this guy. So Overwatch, hitting on 6s. We got 1 hit, wounding on a 4. And that is not a wound. So I need a 10-inch charge through cover here. Oh, come on. All right, so he did not make it. And then this guy is going to charge into him. So Overwatch here. Hitting on 6s, no hits. Charge distance, anything but, and he is in. So we'll come back to you with a fight sub phase. All right, so we're going to start up here. He's going to go first. So he's got 1 attack, hitting on a 4. That's a hit. Wounding on a 4. That is a wound. 3-up armor save. He's good. So then I've got 3 attacks on the charge, hitting on 4s. I got 1 hit, wounding on a 4. Nope, so they will be locked in combat. And then down here, he's got his 1 attack, hitting on a 4. That's a hit, wounding on a 4. That is a wound. 3-up armor save. He is good. So I've got my 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. Got 1 hit, wounding on a 4. That is a wound with a fill face. 3-up armor save. He's good. So they will be locked in combat. So we will come back to you. That's it for the Dark Angel's turn here. We will come back to you after the, well, they're fearless, so we'll just come back to you after movement phase for the Emperor's Children here on turn 4. All right, so nobody moved here. So he is going to start off the shooting phase by shooting into him. 3 shots, hitting on 3s. Got 2 hits, wounding on 4s. We got 2 wounds, 2. 3-up armor saves. He's good. Woo! All right, so now we just move into the fight sub phase. So we're going to start up here. He's got his 1 attack, hitting on a 4. That's a hit, wounding on a 4. That's a wound. Here comes the 3-up armor save. No, and he is dead. And then down to here, he's got his 1 attack hitting on a 4. That's a hit, wounding on a 4. That is a wound. 3-up armor save. He's good. Woo! So I've got my 2 attacks back, hitting on 4s. Got 1 hit, wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 3-up armor save. He's good. So they will be locked in combat. So that is it for the Emperor's Children turn here on turn 4. We'll come back to you with the break test for the Dark Angels on turn 5. Starting out, he will roll. He's good. And then the guy in combat over there is good. So we will come back to you after a movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 5. All right, so movement phase, he jumped up over here, passes dangerous terrain test. Then onto the shooting phase, he's going to shoot into him, hitting on a 3. That's a hit, wounding on a 4. No wound there. So moving into the assault phase, he is going to assault into him. Overwatch here on 6s. We got no hits. Charge distance, anything but. And he is in, so we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so here we go with this attack here. He gets his 1 attack on there, hitting on a 4. That's a hit, wounding on a 4. Whoop, that went away. That's a wound. 3-up armor save. He's good. So now I've got my 3 attacks here, hitting on 4s. Got 2 hits, wounding on 2s because he's my specialist. Got 2 wounds, 2 3-up armor saves. He failed them both. 6-up, feel no pains. He failed them both, so he is dead. So I will consolidate and keep moving on. And then we're back down to here. So we've got his 1 attack at initiative 5. That's a hit, wounding on a 4. That is not a wound, so I've got my 2 attacks on 4s. 2 hits with fill faces, wounding on 4s. Adds up to a 4. Does not do anything for me. So they will be locked in combat. So we will come back to you with after movement phase for the Emperor's Children here on turn 5. All right, movement phase. He just moved within an inch of him. So now onto the shooting phase. Oh, bolt pistol into him, hitting on a 3. That's a hit, wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 3-up armor save. He's good. So I imagine he will now charge in. So I will overwatch here, hitting on a 5 or 6. No, nothing there. His charge distance, anything but. He is in. So we will come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, we're going to start up here with the fight sub phase. He is going to have 2 attacks on the charge, hitting on 4s with hatred. So that's 2 hits, wounding on 4s. 1 wound. 1. 3-up armor save. He's good. And now I've got 2 attacks back. 2 shots, hitting on 4s. Got 2 hits, wounding on 2s. Got 2 wounds. 2 3-up saves. He failed them both. 6-up, feel no pains. No, he failed them both, so he is dead. I will consolidate and we'll move on to the next fight. All right, so here we go with him down here. He's going to have his first 1 attack, hitting on a 4. That's a hit, wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 3-up armor save. Yeah, I made it. My 2 attacks back, hitting on 4s. We got nothing, so they will be locked in combat. So that is the end of turn 5 here. Do you want to roll to see if we go on to a turn 6, sir?
Let's do it.
And we do, so we will come back to you with the break test for the Dark Angels on turn 6. Break test for the Dark Angels here on turn 6. He is good. He is good. So we will come back to you after movement phase. All right, so that is it. He just moved down there. He didn't use his jump pack. He moved through cover. So on to the assault phase, because I can't shoot into him. He's the only one left. He's going to assault into him. He is in. So we will come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so moving over here, my guy's going to go with the Hammer of Wrath, wounding on a 4. No, nothing there. So we'll come back to you with the initiative step 5. All right, so he is going to go at initiative step 5 into my specialist over here. So he's got hitting on 4. No, so he misses. So going on to initiative step 4, we're going to go with my guy. We'll go with the specialist first. 3 attacks on the charge, hitting on 4s. Oh man, 2 hits, wounding on 2s. Got 2 wounds. 3-up armor saves. No, he failed 1. 6-up, feel no pain. No, and he's dead. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a Dark Angel victory with a tabling of the Emperor's Children. That was stupid brutal. going in there, I was like, all right, I think I could take out this thing. But then when he popped out and he was like, oh yeah, by the way, that's AP3 Flamer template. I was like, oh, ho-ho. So yeah, that got like ridiculously crazy really quick, and that was just a lot of fun. I was just going back and forth. My guys leaping through the air, crashing into his guys, them holding strong. Oh man, he made so many saves. I made so many saves, which is not like me. So that was just a ton of fun. So I hope you guys all enjoyed that. I certainly did. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Wesley. And until next time, have fun.